Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup declutter. I am moving, you guys know, or if you don't know, I'm moving, and I'm moving cross country, and it is imperative that I declutter my collection. I have to pay a moving company, it's very expensive, and I just can't take it all. So I have to be a little bit on the cutthroat side. Not that I don't like things, because I feel like I've gotten to a place lately where I don't tend to keep things I don't like. I end up decluttering kind of as I go. My past few moves, I've just been decluttering and decluttering and decluttering, and I feel like PR in general has really slowed down, at least for me it has. So I just don't have quite as much as I used to, which is actually a good thing. But I'm a little uncomfortable with what I have to get rid of now, because I have to get rid of things that I really like. And that sucks. So I'm just going to be prioritizing, like, do I need it? Do I use it? I'm still keeping a lot. Don't get me wrong. But it's not going to be anywhere near what I have now. So for today, we're going to do eyes. I'm doing eyeshadow palettes, I'm doing liners, cream shadows, liquid shadows, glitters, things like that. This is the intro. I actually filmed it yesterday. I didn't have my nails done, so don't judge. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of all over the place, and I don't know about the filming angles and stuff like that, because I was kind of, this room is such a mess right now. It's just all torn apart because I'm in the middle of packing. So I did the best I could with the situation that I have. But hopefully you guys find it entertaining in some way. And I will be doing also a face products, my foundations, primers, concealers, facial sprays, all in one video. I didn't want to drag this out too long. I don't know, me personally, I tend to film videos that I like to watch, and I don't like watching declutters often, like sometimes, but I'm not big into declutters, so I don't tend to film them often because I don't enjoy watching them. I don't know. But I know a lot of you guys do enjoy it, so I tried to film it for you anyway, because we're going through this big ass, I'm going through this big ass move, and I'm taking you guys along for the ride. If you don't know the details, you can check out some of my other videos. I have a Get Ready With Me life update, July vlog, all should be out by the time you're seeing this. So I'm going to stop babbling now, and we're going to get into the declutter. I have a tendency to do that, don't I? Alright, so if you guys would like to see me declutter my eye products, lashes, I didn't say, yes, we're going to declutter some lashes. If you'd like to see me declutter my eye products, then keep on watching. Alright, so here is my eyeshadow palette drawer. So I'm just going to pull everything up onto here. I have nothing left over here. I just pushed everything to the side. And I'm going to put everything up on the top of here, and we're going to just go through it. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. So here's the deal. I can only bring so much, and I have to be super picky about what I'm bringing. I have limited space in my car. Obviously, eyeshadow palettes will not make it in a moving truck with a moving company. They'll probably shatter. So I have to be super strict, because I have to bring these in the car. So I'm going to let go of all of these Rimmel palettes, and it makes me super sad to do so because they're really good, but I think I'm going to get rid of these. This palette I'm taking with me. It's just a bunch of singles and a Z palette. So that stays. The BH Glam Reflections palette, I'm going to keep this one. I am putting this in the maybe pile. This one I never use, and this one I never use. So I'm probably going to declutter those out. My e.l.f. palettes I am taking. This is the Natasha Denona palette that shattered. This is the first one I got in the mail from Sephora, and I tried to put it back together. It actually looks pretty darn good now. Looks like a brand new palette, honestly, but it's not. I have the other one that is in perfect condition. So I'm sad about this, but I don't need 2 Natasha Denona bronze palettes at this point, so I might gift this to somebody that could use it. This Zoeva palette, I have not decluttered it. All the declutters that I've done, I've showed it to you guys. I've hemmed and hawed about it, and it's so beautiful, and I keep it, but the reality is I never use it, ever. So I'm going to put this in, this shade right here is so pretty. It hurts my soul to get rid of this palette. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, but maybe probably not. This keeping, this keeping, this keeping, and this I think I'm going to declutter. This is the Zoeva Metals palette. This is another one. Like, these formulas are so beautiful, but it's like, I never choose it. I love this green. Oh, this green. It's like the perfect neutral camel green. I have a light on, and I hope that you can see what I'm doing. I don't know. Again, maybe pile for those. The Urban Decay On the Run palettes, you know what? These are beautiful. I love them, but I never choose them. I would rather use the full Born to Run palette, so I'm going to declutter these, which is very shocking because I have an Urban Decay palette collection. The Naked Heat Petite, I am going to keep. And the Naked Basics, yeah, I'm going to keep that because, I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. By the way, my nails look busted, but we're going to pretend they don't. I'm packing, and my nails got so jacked up, I just took all the polish off and left it that way for now. This is from Ace Beauty. This came in a BoxyCharm. Beautiful palette. I don't think I've used it since the day I reviewed it. Not because it's not beautiful. It really, really is. I mean, it's, oh, so buttery, and the colors are so beautiful, but I don't use it. So I'm going to declutter that one. This is rough, you guys. I am obsessed with this color story. This is the dupe for Natasha Denona Gold. I love it so much, but every time I use it, it ends up all over my face, and I end up with an eyeshadow shower. Same with this one. This was a dupe for her Sunrise palette, I believe. Sunset palette. And it just ends up all over my face. I can't do it, you guys. So I'm going to have to declutter those. Super sad. This is the Kristen Leanne Urban Decay collaboration. I've kept this around, and I've used it a few times, but I really don't use it enough. There's just not enough shades in here for the bulky packaging, you know what I mean? So I just think it's time. You know, I just think it's time. Meet Matrimony. This is an all matte eyeshadow palette from The Balm. I love this. I'm going to keep it. I don't use it often, but sometimes you want some neutral, cool / neutral tones in a matte. So it's just good to have on hand. I'm just not ready to let it go yet. This is the Alamar palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I don't know if I'm ready to get rid of this yet. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's so pretty, and I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. BH Santa Fe. This is another one that I don't use it often. I did use it during quarantine and loved the look. So I feel like I want to keep this, but I feel like Natasha Denona Bronze is like super similar, although it might be a good idea to do a comparison video. So maybe I'll keep this. Maybe I'll keep this for now. Tati Beauty, 100% keeping. Love this. I use it all the time. Bretman Rock. I want to keep this. Yeah, I'm going to keep this, I think. So beautiful. This Bodyography palette, I did a look with it once on my channel. I don't like the formula of these. I love this brand, but this palette was a hard miss for me. These do pop out, and you can replace them, but I just have too many shadows, so I'm going to part with that. The BH Cosmetics Ultimate Matte Palette. I Love this palette. I don't like how big it is and awkward and all that, but it's such a good palette. I used this during quarantine. I loved the look that I did. So, yeah, I'm not going to be letting go of this one, even though I'd like to let go of all the big ones. But that one, no. This one, I think I will let go of. This is the BH, what is it called? The Ultimate Neutrals. Normally, I would not let go of this. I haven't let go of it in all this time. But I have enough neutral eyeshadow palettes, you know? I love it, don't get me wrong, but I don't ever reach for it. You know? I don't know. I should put it in the maybe pile. Let's put it in the maybe pile. We'll revisit. The Kathleen Light So Jaded, I'm definitely keeping. This is so beautiful. I love it. I bought this, and I haven't used it a lot, but I definitely want to. I might take this with me, like, as an everyday palette, because I am going to be packing, like, an everyday makeup bag to be at my mom's. I'm thinking Natasha Denona Bronze and this one, maybe. And maybe one, maybe the Tati Beauty. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely keeping it regardless. This palette is from Il Makiage. This is a cool palette. It has like an iPhone type, an iPad type of like magnet case that goes over it. It's interesting packaging. This palette is $110, I think. It was, at least at the time. This was gifted, but Jesus Christ, it's very expensive. These pans are huge, to be fair. These shadows are velvet. They are so freaking gorgeous. I don't want to keep it, but I feel like I need to. I don't use it very often, but she's gorgeous, I will say. Like, just swatching them. It's like a wet, almost like a cream to powder formula. And then the mattes, same thing. They're like velvet. They're just, yeah, I can't. I have to keep this. Zodiac, keeping. It's the Zodiac love signs. This Morphe palette I am going to part with. I do like the shades in here, but I'm not a big fan of Morphe. I don't like the formula. I don't need this. This is the moral of the story. This is the BH It's My Ray Ray. I like this palette. I mean, the shadows are tiny, so it's great for on the go, but I like the layout. This camera is so frustrating. It keeps shutting off because it's overheating. Sylvia Gani. It's a nice palette. I just never reach for it. This is the BH Summer in Saint-Tropez. I did not like this. This is a BH, I want to say it's like Fairy Lights or something like that. I didn't really like this. I mean, it was fine, but like I don't ever reach for this. This isn't my favorite color story. So I'm gonna let go of that. This is the Run Wild palette by Tina Young. This is really a nice palette. It has like a face and an eye section, but this is another one I never reach for it. So I'm gonna let go of it. Okay, so those I'm getting rid of. I was revisiting Alamar. I think I'm going to keep that for now, and I'm going to keep Zoeva because I just can't let go. I'm keeping this Desert Oasis palette, the BH Stellar Collision palette. Still trying to decide on Tropical Vibes. I just reviewed this. I think I'm going to let this go, actually, because I have so many other like shades just like this, honestly. So I think I'm going to let this go. This is kind of a Natasha Denona Bronze palette dupe, so I'm thinking about doing a video, so I'm going to keep that. Beautiful in Barcelona, I'm keeping. Hanging in Hawaii is one of my faves. Keeping. The festivals, the Weekend Festival and the Color Festival. Keeping. I'm keeping this Dose of Colors Desi X Katie, and I'm keeping both of my Huda palettes. I have Desert Dusk and I have Nude. This Hip Dot palette is the reason why I could let go of the others. It is a straight glitter palette. I'm going to open this. It's all glitter. I've never used it. this particular one, but like if I ever need a glitter color, I have it, you know? So I'm gonna keep that. I'm keeping BH Take Me to Ibiza. I'm keeping both of my Back to Brazils, the Rio edition and the regular. And then these Pixie palettes I'm going to keep. This is the Wiley, I'm going to butcher her last name, Huang? Oh god, I'm the worst. But this is a 6-pan. I love this formula. I love Pixie shadows. This is the Pixie Heart Defensor. And this is the collab with It's Judy Time. And then I have this one that's newer, and this is the Reflect Light palette. So I'm going to keep that one too. I know you're probably saying, those look awfully similar. They do. You know what? I'm going to declutter the Reflect Light. I'll be strict-ish. So that is everything, and I will show you what that works out to be. Right, so this is my final keeping pile. This does not include my 2 Natasha Denona palettes that are sitting over on my vanity. But it's everything else. This is so small compared to what my collection used to be like 2 apartments ago. Oh my god. This is like a fraction, but gives me room to grow and gives me room to use it all, because at some point you just can't use this much makeup, you know? And I have no choice at this point. I have to take with me what I can. So I'll show you what I'm getting rid of. So this is my declutter pile, and it's painful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of these palettes I love, but I just had to, you know? Things I don't reach for, I normally would not let go of, but I have to. And then let me show you this, because these 2 that I said I was keeping, look at this disaster. Oh my god. This is the box that all my eyeshadows fit in, so you can kind of get an idea of how like deep it is. It's not very, but all the palettes except for these 2 fit in here. And also, look at this. Oh my god, you guys. Tati Beauty and So Jaded I will be taking as like everyday palettes, and then I have the Safari and the ND Bronze that I will be taking as well. So without that, those 2 are left over, so I feel like it's kind of almost like a sign that I don't need them. I don't need to bring them because they don't fit in here, you know? So can I fit this guy right in here? No, it really just doesn't. It just doesn't work. Maybe right there? Ooh, he can come. Yeah, okay, I guess I can fit it in. Alright, well, we made it happen, you guys. We made it happen. Alright, so this is pretty much all of my brows and eye products. I've got some mascaras, some liners, and some cream shadows, and then I have my eyeliners and lip liners. There's not a whole lot to do here. These stack, so I'm probably just going to pack them kind of like that, because all of this can pretty much stack in there like this. So it really doesn't matter what's in there, to be honest. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that and not declutter it at all. Wow, that was such a deep declutter. Good job, James. Alright, so we have glitters and cream shadows, a couple of eyeliners. So here I just pulled everything out of the drawers. I guess we'll start here. All of my Urban Decay glitters stay. These BH, these came with the very first, I want to say Weekend Festival collection. I never use these. They're beautiful, but like I just don't reach for them, so I'm going to declutter those. I'm going to declutter these Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit shadows as well, because I never reach for those either. These 2 Bodyography ones I'm going to keep. All of these are Makeup Forever. These are the Starlit powders. I have 4 of them. I'm going to keep them for now. These pop These are glitter shadows as well. These were called the Flash Shadow, and these are so stunning. I feel like there's a chance that they could be dried up because I've had them a long time. So let's see. Nope. Gorgeous. Keeping. Okay. This Stila Magnificent Metals in Smoldering Satin. I've had this for 100 years. I just kept it for comparison swatches. It is so dried up, it needs to go. These shadows from The Balm. These are the Sparkling Liquid Eyeshadow. These are like a cream shadow. I really never use products like this. I tried them, they're nice, but I don't reach for them, so they're gonna go. These are all from L'Oreal. I've had these for so long. I feel like there's a chance, living in Florida, I might reach for these just because they'll lock in place when they dry down. And there's so many colors, so I'm gonna hang on to them a little bit longer. These are all the Pixie Fairy Lights. All the Pixie Fairy Lights I have stay. This is beautiful, this liquid eyeshadow. I don't ever reach for it. I got this in a BoxyCharm, but it's like literally liquid metal. I like cannot get rid of this. I just love it. I'm like, someday I will find a reason to wear this. Here's some more Pixie Fairy Lights. So I have 7 in total. I love this formula. Like, I will reach for these time and time again. I just want to make sure they're not dried out because I'll cry. I have a bunch of glitter pigments from Bodyography. I love these. There's no way in hell I'm getting rid of them. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let me see what I'm doing. 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 of them. And I love them all. Do I wear them a ton? No, but I think I'm going to bring some in my everyday makeup bag for when I am at my mom's. So I'm going to keep all of those. I have all of these Wet n Wild glitter palettes. I'm actually going to declutter these. I don't really need them. I feel like the formula kind of deteriorated over time. I liked them at first, and then shit just went south. I mean, they're okay, but like after you get the glitter off the top layer, it's just all like jelly, and they're a little bit hard to work with. They stay, they're nice if you're on a budget, but I have so much glitter, like I just don't need them. I have a bunch of white liners, and there might be some black in here too. Yeah, so these are just all pencil liners, so I'm keeping all of those. I have a bunch of loose glitter here, and loose glitter is just not something I reach for very often. I have a bunch from BH, and I have some old ones for NYX. The thing I do with these is I actually, when I'm doing my nails, like gel nails, I will paint my nails and I will sprinkle glitter on them, and then I'll cure them. So I do want to keep these just so that I can have glitter variety. So I think I'm going to keep those. This is a pigment from MAC. I have had this pigment, I don't even know how long. Like a long time. There's barely a dent in it, and it's so pretty. I feel like I don't need to keep this, but it's so pretty. It's reminding me of the shade Barbie in the Anastasia Amrezy palette. This lighting is like fading fast. Anyway, it's small. It kind of fits wedged in there. I'm gonna leave it. This pigment I've had forever. This is Museum Bronze. I never use this, like ever. I have a bunch of these, actually. I think I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna pull these out because I really don't use them. All right, guys, so that is it for the eye makeup declutter. I think I did good. even though I didn't declutter like a bunch of the liners and all that, that was more of a time consuming or a time saving thing because I didn't really need to. I don't have a ton, and those things are stackable, so they're not taking up any more or less room. It was more about the palettes, like getting rid of as many palettes that I don't use or reach for, you know. But I think I did pretty good. I feel pretty good with what we accomplished today. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing the face products next, so I don't know if I'm going to be filming it next. I don't know if it goes up first or if this one goes up first. Either way, check for it. It'll be up. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. And don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your